But anyway, proper hype music. Let's go. And if the game volume isn't loud enough for y'all, I can turn it up a little bit. Septian Church, Gralswitter operated, Special Ops Airship, Merkaba, number 5. Congratulations on completing your operation, sir. My thoughts exactly. That seemed to be a rather easy one for you in the end, too. Compared to what they're usually like, it was. If I'd had a bit more time, I could have enjoyed some private time with a real gem of a woman, too. But I'll have to settle for crying myself to sleep tonight. Not this again. Unless you want to hear another earful from the commander, you might want to start taking your work more seriously. I know. Lighten up a little, yeah? I swear, I'll never get how you hard-headed types ended up assigned to a slacker like me. Also, what's up, Casual? T? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, sir? This may come as a shock, but you are a Dominion, you know. We can't very well have you acting alone without any more of backup. Did I say any more? Any form of backup. Jesus Christ. As long as you're here and this ship is under your command, then slacker or not, we're here too. Even then, you've got a lot less squires in your service than you should have. Maybe you should take the chance to gather up a few more. I think I'm going to have to pass. That'll just make it even harder for me to work on my own. I thought you'd say that. We prefer it if you would actually just trust us to help you a little more, sir. I mean, all we could do is, in the salt pail operation, was transport the thing. You say that as if transporting isn't a huge responsibility in itself. After all, the last thing we wanted was catching wind of it and becoming aware of us. Was him catching wind of it, becoming aware of us. Is something wrong? Not a thing. Anyway, as per the original plan, we need to get ourselves back to Arteria ASAP. We should be able to reach there by noon tomorrow, or today now, I guess. Got it. Where's it from? Arteria, apparently. It's a call from Commander Selnet. Are you kidding me? Getting a call from her right after a mission is always a bad sign. Let's get this over with. Put her through. All right. Oh, hello. Evening, Kevin. It sounds like you did well. Fill me in on the details. It basically went without issue. The artifact was the Fool's Locket. There were signs of society involvement, but it looks like they've cut any ties with him a long time ago. I see. As I thought then. Good work all around. I'd say you deserve a well-earned rest, but unfortunately, I can't grant you one right now. And here we go. Is something the matter? I'm just dandy. Please continue. Well, then, as much as I hate to spring this on you immediately after finishing one mission, I've got something I'd like for you to do for me. Regarding a heretic, I presume? Not this time. All I want you to do is pick something up. The object in question is currently being held underneath Grand Cell Cathedral. Grand Cell? Do you think this object may be somehow related to the Oriole? It's a distinct possibility. Can I count on you to handle this? All right. That said, we've already got one artifact on this ship that needs transporting back, so let the crew here take it to Arteria. Take that to Arteria. I'll handle going to Liberal on my own. That's fine with me. Oh, incidentally, you won't actually be alone. I've dispatched a rookie squire to aid you. They'll be serving you from now on, so do play nice, won't you? Wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. You can't just spring a rookie on me out of nowhere like this? Meetings ordained by the goddess always come suddenly and unannounced. Don't worry, though. They won't be a burden. The abilities they demonstrated during training were truly something special. Well, I will be praying for your success. Ah. Well, congratulations on the new recruit. We were just saying you could do with more squires serving you. And I was so not down. I can't believe this. She never changes, I swear. Of all the people reading that book, had any idea what a hellion she is in real life? Oh, Carnelia? I've always wondered whether publishing it was really such a good idea, to be honest. It's a complete advertisement saying we exist to the world. If anything, I'd say a book that wild just serves to make less people likely to believe we really exist. And then the heroine died in it, which obviously is a big fat lie. If they'd actually met her, they'd know she's the kind of woman who'd probably take a bullet to the head and ask for a cigarette first thing. I think we should probably refrain from commenting here. Anyway, you guys heard her. I'm going to leave taking care of everything else relating to our mission to you guys. Just follow the money trail. There might still be hidden accounts we don't know about. Understood, sir. What will you be doing from here? We'll need to return to Arteria, of course. But we can drop you off somewhere. You can put me down in any old state we pass on the way there. Preferably near a town that has international flights going out of it, I guess. Got it. Oh, it looks like the sun's starting to come up. That's cool. Where in Liberal are we going to drop down, y'all? Where do we begin? Where do we even begin? Probably not Grand Cell, even though that's where we need to go. I wonder where we're starting. Prologue, the Gralsritter. So wait, are we officially on the prologue? I guess so. Same day, afternoon. In the skies of midwestern Zemuria, roughly 500 selj from Liberal. Okay. What somebody else is doing. Let's see what we got going on over here. Wow. That was a little bit fucked up, in case you couldn't tell. Hey, it's that bitch taking pictures. We know her. I think this is just one of the transport ships, like the regular thing. Yeah, dude, this is no amateur log over here. This is the prologue, okay? Ah, they've got out of the sight now. I wonder if they're busy migrating. It looks like they can't keep up with this ship, though. I guess not every bird can be as fast as Sieg. But they were just the cutest. Well, look who it is. Who is it? Who is it? Oh, it's Kevin again. Okay, so he's already on the transport ship. I know you. It really is you. Long time no see, Dorothy. I sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. Funny coincidence, huh? It really is. It's good to see you again, too, Father, You don't remember my name, do you? Don't be silly. Of course I do. Oh, I remember. It's Onion Graham. Onion Graham? But of course, how lucky am I to have been named after such a multi-purpose plant? That's not even a name, Dorothy. You really did forget, didn't you? And yet, you somehow managed to remember my last name like it was nothing. I was just being silly. A couple of days ago, I had this amazing onion hot pot over the eastern quarter in Calvard, so still got onions on the brain. I couldn't believe a hot pot with just onions in it could taste that good, but I swear it did. It was so comforting and sweet. But that's how I ended up saying onion instead of your name. Well, whatever. So if you insist you haven't forgotten, what is my name then? I do insist. I'd never forget. It's lovely to see you again, Jasmine Graham. Jasmine Graham. But of course, how lucky have I been named after such a fragrant plant. That might be an actual name this time, but it's a woman's name. Ugh. Oh, I see. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation on all that trouble that happened here earlier in the year. That's about the gist of it, yeah. Come to think of it, how'd you end up on an international liner like this? You said you were in the Eastern Quarter, right? Were you there to write about it for the Liberal News? Yep. Niall actually let me go out on my own this time, too. Wow, that was daring of him. I'm not sure I'd want to let you handle traveling abroad for a report alone. Then again, it's only by taking on positions of responsibility that people can properly grow. Oh, I'm doing plenty of that. I mean, I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvard instead of Bose Market, but I managed just fine. Wait, she was supposed to go to Bose Market and she ended up in Calvard? That's a whole nother country, but cool. Wait a second. Niall told you to go to Bose, not Calvard? He sure did. Then I got on the airship, fell asleep. Before I knew it, I was chilling out in Calvard's capital. Weird, huh? Sounds like you got on the wrong airship to me. Let my brain catch up. So, you were in the Republic for literally days when you weren't even supposed to be there at all? Did you even have enough money to manage? Or Idios, help us a passport? Idios, help us a passport? Well, fortunately, there was someone from the Liberalian embassy at the airport who could issue me a temporary passport, so that was okay. And then tons of people were really nice to me and helped me while I was there. So I had all the dough a girl could ask for. I don't even know where to start. Now I must be worried sick about you, huh? You think? He didn't sound so hot when I called yesterday to say I'd be coming back to the office today. I keep telling him that all that smoking is bad for him, but he never listens. I don't think you could pin the crime on tobacco this time, Missy. Thank you all for taking this journey aboard at the Gretna today. We will be arriving at our terminal, Grand Cell City, in roughly 30 minutes. We ask that you take this chance to check that you have all your belongings with you and to return to your seats before we begin our landing. Until then, please enjoy the remainder of your flight. Whew! Sounds like we're almost there. I'm gonna have to walk around the ship and kill some of that last half hour. How about you? I'm not sure. I suppose I might as well go and snap some more photos. It's not often I get to take an international liner like this. Sounds like a plan. See you later, then. Later. Okay. Random first person to run into, but alright. I guess we're gonna run around the ship. Okay, so first things first, I do want to up the volume a little bit. Oops. I'm just going to notch it up maybe one notch across the board. Hopefully that'll be a little bit louder for y'all. I mean, it will be a little bit louder, but will it be a little bit louder enough? We'll find out. My sister can be unbelievably stubborn at sometimes. How am I supposed to enjoy sightseeing when she's being like this? She isn't even interested in listening to my opinion. Oh, what a sister. No, I'm not budging on this. We're going to Herb Royal Family Villa after Grand Cell Castle, and it's final. Can't believe you're actually considering just go around fishing of all things. Hear the announcement, sir? If not, we will soon be arriving in Grand Cell City. So it might be wise to check if you have all your belongings on your person while you still have time to look around for anything that's missing. Sure, I'll do that. Really not very good with heights. I mean, it's not a phobia level or anything. It's just not very good with them. The one of his amazing business discussion. I never thought I'd see the day when Mirano would have the upper hand in one, but it happened. The world's full of surprises. That bargainer really knew how to put up a good fight for someone so young. Still, I've got an excellent information dealer working for me too. So the next time we do business, it's going to be a 6-4 deal in my favor. No, scratch that. 7-3, bitch. I used to be a sailor back in the day, but now I always use airships to get around. They're way faster than boats, for one thing, and unlike orbital buses, you don't end up with a sore ass after a long journey either. I want a sore ass. Mommy, can I go have a look outside? Can I? No. No, you can't. Please, sit down like a good girl. We're almost there now, anyway, so just be quiet. Just sit down and shut the fuck up. Yes, I'm finally almost illiberal. Why did I come, you ask? Because it's the last spot that ancient dragon was sighted. There's no information on where it went after it showed up here, so if I want to try and pursue it, this is the best place for me to come. As soon as we land, I need to go and talk to Lyndon and see if he knows anything. Lyndon? Do we know a Lyndon? That sounds familiar. I'm off to see my grandchild in Grand Cell. We haven't seen one another in 3 years now. I've been really worried. What, with all the trouble that's been happening in Liberal? Liberal has had some fun times over the last year or so. The cleaning staff for these airships really do a splendid job, don't they? They're a fine role model for the rest of the service industry. Don't go getting yourself too worked up now, man. You'll just end up screwing up even more, like usual. Anyway, first thing is stopping by the central factory in Zeiss. There's no better place to learn about cutting-edge orbital tech than there. I'm going to really have to make the most of it. Really. Okay. Okay, I talked to everybody inside. Finally back home in Liberal, which means it's time to start thinking of getting a house for ourselves. What kind of house would you like? Two of us have spent the past half year traveling all around the continent. I couldn't have wished for a better honeymoon. Okay. I'm so glad I chose him to spend my life with. My wife went back to her family's home. I mean, I'm as aware as anyone that I've been so busy with work lately that I haven't been able to spend time with her, but if I'd known it was going to come to this, I would have just sat down and talked to her about it a long time ago. Hee hee wee! Being out here feels amazing. It's amazing. So amazing. How breezy, easy breezy it's out here. Ugh, I don't even want to be here right now. Why do I even have to go out of my way to see him anyway? It's not fair. Not fair at all. Why do you want to know what I wanted to be as a child to begin with? That's not really something you normally tell complete strangers with cameras in their hands, you know. I'm on to you, mister. You can't distract me. This is a serious news report here, so please answer my questions. She sure is making good use of those reporters' privileges. Approaching the Bagan range. Be careful of potential air turbulence in the area. I know. I've been doing this route for 3 years now. I know what I'm doing, man. Give me some slack here, man. Alright, the orbital pressure looks perfectly normal. Oh, sorry. I'm going to have to ask you to not come down here, sir. Okay. I don't have to ask you to fuck right off, sir. God, for some reason, the frame rate down here is ass. This is the passenger announcement. We'll soon be arriving in Grand Cell City, the terminus of this liner. We suggest that all passengers return to their seats as soon as possible, as the airship may be unsteady during landing. Alright. It's one of those situations where I had to go talk to everybody to trigger. Getting back to the city, baby. Oh my god, the frame rate. Why are you dying on this fucking scene? And that's in game, that's just not the stream. My god. Ah, it's so lovely to see you back here again. To be back here again. The Republic was a wonderful place too, but you can't beat the air here in Liberal. You wouldn't believe all that stuff happened half a year ago looking at Grand Cell now either. It's all completely back to normal. The people here sure are strong for what's usually such a peaceful country. Oh shit, I accidentally clicked A. No, everyone knows women are tough in the face of adversity. I'm not sure whether you're a perfect example of that or the opposite. You're right about the air here though, it is nice. Nostalgic almost, makes me feel a little homesick. Your home's in Arteria, right? The place with all the really big churches and stuff. Nah, I'm not actually from Arteria. Not many people are. It's actually pretty darn small, like smaller than most states around the continent. It's where the high seat of the Septian Church is, so lots of pilgrims and clergymen gather there, but few are actually born there. Oh, really, huh? So where are you from, then? Dorothy! Oh boy, is that who I think it is? You know it is. Oh, Niall, I'm home. Did you miss me? Did I miss you? Of course I missed you. What an idios name you been doing. Sent you to Bowles. How'd you end up in Calvar? You are definitely on a westbound liner, I'm sure of it. I really don't know. Oh wait, I might actually know. Go then. Go on then. Spit it out. I bet I'm a sleepwalker. After I got on the right airship, I fell asleep and then sleepwalked onto the wrong one. To think that all of this could turn out to be part of some elaborate murder plot. Wowee! All of a sudden I feel like I've walked right into a mystery novel. Sleepwalkers don't change airships, you idiot. I'm all out of breath now. You're alright. I really do think you should cut down on your smoking. You're not as young as you used to be, you know. Oh, right. Your 30th birthday was last Friday, too, wasn't it? 30? There's no fucking way Niall is 30. He looks like he's goddamn near 50. Happy birthday. I bought a cake over in Calvard and had a big celebration for it, too. Look at this face. How is he 30? The hell? How is it that you can remember useless crap like that and not things that actually matter? I bet you were just looking for an excuse to eat cake all by yourself, weren't you? You should have seen it, Niall. It was made with Eastern matcha, and so it was unlike any cake I'd ever seen. That perfect blend of sweetness and bitterness was just sublime. I took lots and lots of cute pictures of it, so I'll show you them all later. You brought me pictures of a cake? At least bring back a souvenir. Man, they always felt like they could go into business as a comedy duo and actually make money off of it, but they're even more of a crack-up now. Wait a second. Nice to see you again, Niall. You're looking same old, though. Maybe you're not so happy about that? What are you doing here? Please tell me she didn't end up going to Arteria and causing trouble there, too. Your wish is my command. We just ran into one another on that airship by total coincidence, that's all. Oh, good. You had me worried for a minute. I was scared stiff she'd gone and smashed some super expensive stained glass windows in the cathedral there, or who knows what. I'm so sorry for what you had to put up with, bro. You're too much of a worrywart. Whose fault do you think it is? Still, it's good to see you again, Father. What brings you to Liberal? Something else happening here? Just a bit of work-related business I gotta take care of. It's not part of a major investigation, so don't go getting your hopes up. Nothing of interest's gonna happen. I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, so where you stand for the time being? Grand Cell Cathedral? I'll have to drop by and say hi sometime when I get a chance. Go for it. In the meantime, I'm dragging your butt right back to the office, Dorothy. You're gonna tell us all about what the hell you've been doing these past 2 weeks. You betcha. I snapped photos of every meal I had while I was over in Calvard, so I'm sure if we develop them, I'll be able to remember everything. I'm not talking about your gourmet report. God. This girl. Whew. Seeing those two together really makes me sink in that I'm back here. Thinking about it, I wonder how all the others here are doing. I know Estelle and Joshua are abroad at the moment, but I've got no idea what the others are up to. Is that you, Father Graham? Oh boy, who is it? Lieutenant Colonel Sid. I was about to say it's one of the soldier guys, but the sprite isn't always obvious. Fucking Sid, okay. I don't know if I remember what I gave his voice. I think he was just like a pompous, regular-ass voice, maybe? Maybe? Or no. I think Sid just had like a normal voice. Like, I didn't give him anything special. I'm thinking of the other dude, the blonde guy. The one that was like imprisoned. This isn't him. This is the guy that was actually like a good soldier the whole time. It's good to see you again. Pleased to see you've been keeping well since we last met at that banquet. Same to you, sir. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to be the Army representative who came to meet me, though. I figured to be Julia. It may have been, but she's currently out on another mission, so unfortunately you'll have to make do with me. I didn't have anything better to do, so I came in her place. There's no need to be so modest, bro. A little bird told me that you're going to be promoted to a full-on colonel soon, aren't you? I shouldn't be surprised that your people have a good information network, but I still am. Still, I'm afraid I still feel the position is too much responsibility for me as I am. Brigadier General Bright still has plenty of work left in him too. I wouldn't want to take any of it from him. Poor Catch is still getting worked to the bone, huh? Anyway, getting down to business, it's in Grand Cell Cathedral, right? That's correct. It's been kept underneath it, to be more specific, although I imagine you're already aware of that much. I hear laymen like myself can't even enter it without the knight's permission. Pretty much. It's a special place, you see. I'll fill you in on the details when we get there. All right, then. Well, we may as well head there right away. There's someone I want you to meet in the cathedral. Huh? Who? Let's just say someone who's been assisting with this case. They'll be apprising you of the details on what you're dealing with here. Okay. Is it going to be one of our homie bracers that we know? Jesus. Every time we have a scene like this, the game is chugging like a motherfucker. I really do got to figure out what that setting is. I feel like there was a setting in the second game I turned off or turned on that helped with this issue. So I feel like I had the same issue with the second game. I might have to talk to Rio or somebody else who's more knowledgeable on the subject. Or just look it up and hope I find the answer. Because it seems to happen with every single one of these little scenes where it screen scrolls. Ah, there you are, old man. It's good to see you again, Archbishop. You look very well. Huh? And you must be... Huh. I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you? 22, but... That's a lot younger than I expected. Are the Gralsritter really so short-staffed that they're handing out the most important posts to kids? You can't blame me for assuming the Fifth Dominion would look more like more of a veteran, can you? Your surprise is written all over your face. Someone in your position should have a much better poker face than that. Maybe you need to redo your training from scratch. Or are you just acting, I wonder? How do you... Professor Russell, please. He isn't here for you to try and pick a fight with him. Please try and be a little less deliberately provocative. What? Hell no. He's here to steal the thing we went through so much effort to bring up, and you want me to play nice? And kindly don't call me that ever again. I don't want to be addressed in the same way as that old coot. Of course, ma'am. Wait, Russell? That are you? Huh. I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erica Russell. I'm sure it's not a name you're going to be forgetting anytime soon. Erica Russell? Professor Russell. My brain is like Russell. Still. Yeah, Tita's mom. That's who that is. I was like, Russell, that's so I should know who that is. So this is Tita's mom. Okay. Still, I sure didn't expect to run into little Tita's mother here. I'd heard you and your husband were both living abroad. What brought you back? What do you think? After all that went down here, there was no way I was staying out of the country any longer than I had to. Though with how remote the region where we were in is, it was all over by the time word reached us. Had we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't have let that maniac pull half of the crap he did. Doesn't sound like you're too happy with the professor nowadays, huh? Talk about an understatement. That whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him. I get that he's soft towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger. That's fair. And as if that isn't bad enough, he let that red-headed scumbag get near her too. That utter cretin isn't fit to be within 50 yards of my darling Tita, never mind actually getting friendly with her. So, you don't like Agate, huh? And yes, I call him Agate. If you don't like it, it's too bad. It may be agate, it may be agate. I don't know how you like to pronounce it. I always pronounce it Agate. That's what I'm going to call him. Don't you speak that filthy name in front of me ever again. Oof. When I'm finished with him, he'll wish he'd never been born. He might have survived that last onslaught, but we'll see how he fares against an even more powerful unit, won't we? I get the feeling that this is a matter we're better off not prying into. I thought the same. So I don't know any more about it than you do. Incidentally, the Professor Russell you're more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. As such, she has been assisting us with this case in his place. Oh, I see. Are you two listening to me? Of course, sorry. Huh, well, whatever. She has a very displeased face. This staircase sure is long, though. How much farther do we have to go? Not much as far as I know. Yep, there we go. It's a long way down. A dead end? I hope you've got a good explanation for this. I do. This isn't a dead end, but to go any farther, I'm going to need you to undertake a ritual of sorts for me. Huh? Well, this certainly took a turn for the strange. Is this an example of the church's famous thaumaturgy? I'm very familiar with this thaumaturge word lately. Final Fantasy XIV has the thaumaturge class, which becomes Black Mage class. Job class. And, yeah. Nothing's worse than the Shinra building stairs. Yeah, the Shinra building stairs from Final Fantasy VII. Fuck those. The worst, best stairs ever. Something like that, yeah. Specifically, I would like you to undertake a form of suggestion. I'm not sure I follow. You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we see here, right? That's a little extreme, so no. The Colonel is obviously going to need to report what happened here to his superiors, for one thing. All I want you to promise is that you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. Wait, what? You won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust? I don't need you to say it. I just need you to think and believe it. Weird, but all right. If that's all you want us to do, then so be it. I feel the same way. Should we deliberately repeat it in our minds, then? You don't even have to do that. It should just come completely natural to you. All right, here goes. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this concentrated septium. Space's golden glow, conscious silver glow. By your opposing natures, reveal to them the path that leads to your sacrament. Huh? See the door now, bitches? What? How did that door appear? Thank you both for your assistance. I can see that you were true to your word. Ah, I see. If we just said it, but didn't really mean it, we wouldn't be able to see anything, right? And yet I can hardly believe what happened. I imagine it would be uncouth of me to ask how all this works. Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't. Anyway, come on in. Wow. Unbelievable. All these years I had no idea that such a place lay hidden beneath Grand Cell Cathedral. Well, it's not exactly something we publicize. It was built in accordance with the agreements between the church and the royal family. It has but one purpose, to suppress the power of ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check. I see. Its importance to you Gralsritter is quite clear then. I'd assume there are similar ones in place other than Liberal, too. Also, yo, what up, Ali? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, sir? By the power of Grayskull! I'm doing voices, don't mind me. Well, I won't deny it. Anyway, we call this place a primal ground. Now, there's a deep name if I ever heard one. Is the original ground the others are based... is the original ground the others are based on in Arteria? I'll take that as a yes. Oh, I'm not confirming anything. I was just thinking about how much you take after the other Professor Russell saw. I'll thank you not to associate me with him. He might trump me a little in the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to practical side of orbital science, I could beat him in my sleep. And I was the one who designed the fundamental systems of the Capel and the Arsai, you know. Really? Nice. But I think we're getting off topic here. So much little graphical jumps, I'm getting really annoyed. This is the object in question, right? That's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area where the Liberarch sank, and we believe it to be an artifact. Okay. 3 days prior, roughly at the center of Valeria Lake. There was a big old shiny in the agua, so we pulled it out. Found out that it had some power, then we did not shout. Where the Liberarch sank. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, Maintenance Chief Gustav. I don't remember what the fuck his voice was. It doesn't matter. Damn, sun's going down already, huh? This spot turns out to be a bust. We're gonna have to call it quits for today. We can only hope. Professor Russell is certain that this is the area where we should be looking. Yep, and if she says it's here, it's fucking here, boys. Fortunately, as you know, Valeria Lake's about as deep as the lake can get. Depending on how small the thing we're looking for is, actually finding it could still be a real task and a half. Is it likely to be small, though? The orbital reading suggests we're dealing with quite a large object, I believe. Oh, I wouldn't judge its size based off of those. Ah, Professor. Hey there, kiddo. Finished getting us a new estimated location? Just about. It'd be real swell if you knocked it off with the kiddo, though. I'm not sure it's the most appropriate way to address a married woman, much less one who's already popped out a child. Ha, sorry, but old habits died hard, you know? Hard to make the switch when I've been calling you that since you were about knee-high. Well, I'll let you off this time. Back to work. Can you ask your subordinates to stand down for the time being, Colonel? Is this a spot, then? Were you able to calculate exactly where the object is? Give or take an arge, yes. Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big either. Probably about 50 reg, maybe even less. You serious? Thought I'd be dealing with a real monster, not something the size of Antoine. Meow. The fucking cat. Still, if it does turn out to be an artifact, this could get problematic. Unfortunately, the church isn't going to want to let us keep it, that's for sure. I really could not stand them. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something, the second it turns out to be an artifact, they swoop in like their goddess-given right to have at it. Or to have it. It ticks me off. Easy there. We don't know for sure that this is even an artifact yet. Regardless, I'll pass on the message to my subordinates right away. I'll leave the rest to you here to you, Gustav. You got it, player. Let's see what we're dealing with, yeah? And it ended up being that thing we were looking at thing we were looking at. Swoop it up, pull it up to the ship, and do the thing where you eat some chips. Okay, that's the spot. Go on ahead. Yes, ma'am. Begin the salvage operation. Scoopy poopy. It's like Link and Wind Waker just grapple hooking them treasure chests, y'all. God, that sound just fills me with dread. Does the salvage crane sound like it's in poor condition to you? Oh, that's not really what I meant. I just can't bring myself to like artifacts, you see. We can't explain how they have the power they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore either. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. Even when we can't help but be captivated by them, we're well aware that any attempt to solve their mysteries is pointless. I see. When you put it that way, I can understand to a degree how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all the chaos came to an end, and on the surface we're back to normal. But even now, we still don't know what truly happened here, or what it signified. Yeah. Not that I was here to see it all happen, of course. Crane arms reach the bottom of the lake, y'all. I'm going to attempt to grip the object. Swing and a miss. Moving 30 reg to the right. Haha, there you go. Yep, we got it. Want me to pull it up? please do.
The moment of truth, huh?
The moment of truth, y'all.
Here we go.
It's a thing. What?
Oh, my.
Oh, my God. It's so glowy and blue. Oh, my.
I see. Still looking at it?
Correct. There were orbital readings coming from the artifact when we found it, but not anymore. And I'm sure I don't need to spell out the significance of that, do I?
Nope, it's plain as day why you decided to stay and wait for me now. If an artifact has lost its power, it's exempt from the traditional agreements governing them, and doesn't need to be given to the church. That it?
You already understand me so well. We can cut right to the chase then.
The orbital readings disappeared just before we handed the artifact over to the cathedral, as it happens. It's currently being looked after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. So in your expert opinion, what should be done here? This is a tricky one. I'm assuming Liberal wants to assert ownership of it in this scenario, right? If anything, it's the professor here who wants to do that. I'm merely here accompanying her as a representative of the Royal Army.
The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of the Valeria Lake right now is because of CSF's salvage efforts. I'd say we have every right to keep it, personally.
From what I heard, it's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. I don't see how it'd be any of use to your research as things stand now. But you're sure you wanted that badly, huh?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking about an object found at the site of where a massive flying city used to be. I might not have seen it happen, but it sounds like everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. You know, by the truth that you people in the church have kept hitting for the past, oh, I don't know, 1,000 years. As for that Ouroboros group, they don't make much more sense than you guys. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. I don't know what the truth is or what's really happening here in this land, but I can't stand by and feign disinterest in knowing the answers anymore, and I'm far from alone. So long as there's the slightest chance that artifact could shed light on all of what I want to know, I want it! I want it! Also, hey Frog, welcome to the stream, how you doing? The frog came in with a rabbit instead of a ribbit. I do enjoy a good thunderclap and rainstorm out my window, Allie. I have to concur with that. Anyway.
I think you've made your point, Professor. It's not as though interrogating him will achieve anything.
True enough. Well, you've heard what I've got to say. It's now up to you to tell us what you're going to do. Will you hand over that lump of metal, or won't you?
Well...
That brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil. Oh? Oh? And who might you be? Who is she?
No way.
It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the Book of Ezer, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. God, the graphic jumps are annoying as hell. I apologize for the delay in coming, Father Graham. My name is Reese Argent, and I am a squire of the Gralsritter. Okay, so this is his squire. That's what I kind of figured she was going to be honest. I look forward to working under you. I didn't think we'd end up having more company. Wait a second. Is something the matter? So that's how they think they can get me, is it? But they can't just bribe me so easily. I'm better than that. Oh? Maybe I underestimated the Gralsritter. They think they can break my will to fight by sending a girl like you my way, do they? But I'm not going to go down so easily, because I've got my own a secret weapon of my own. Behold, the most powerful force in the universe!
A picture of my tiny child! Well, she's not so tiny anymore. Isn't that... That's Tita, isn't it?
How cute.
Is it she? Is it she? I bet you just want to jump into this photo and squeeze her like a stuffed toy right now, don't you? I should have known a cutie patootie like you would be able to appreciate the same qualities in others. Anyway, that's why no matter how freaking adorable you may happen to be, you can't take me down because I've got a natural immunity.
I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm really not following. You keep saying that someone is cute, but are you referring to me?
Who else would I be talking about? You got such an aura of maturity about you, and yet your features still have that irresistible trace of innocence to them. And then they throw you into a sister's habit to compliment it all like a cherry on top. That's the most flattering habit I've ever seen. Ugh. If I didn't have my protective field, I'd be in real danger here. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying.
Might I inquire as to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham?
Sure. The lady's Professor Erica Russell of ZCF, while the gentleman is Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Seriously, though, Father Graham? Really?
Ah, so you're the people who initially discovered the artifact, then. Thank you for cooperation in our work. We will take over looking after it from here on out. That will be all.
Wait a... What? Sorry, my nose is itchy as fuck, and I think it's just a hair, like, making my nose itch, and it's annoying. Hold on a minute. We hadn't finished deciding what to do with it yet.
Perhaps not, but my intention was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether it has lost its power or not, there is no... That is no ordinary artifact. It is potentially related to one of the Septarions. I'm surprised you even humored the option of letting an outsider take custody of it.
I mean...
Well, you sure know how to pick a fight. Go on, then. What legal basis do you have for taking it from us?
The agreements with the Church quite clearly say that artifacts that have lost their power are exempt from the usual rules.
I have no legal basis, but you have no more of one for keeping it. If we are following the agreements to the letter, no one is allowed to assert ownership of inactive artifacts. It belongs to neither you nor me. It is simply an abandoned object with no owner whatsoever.
What? So all you got is, I don't need a real reason? It's fine and that's final?
To put it bluntly, yes.
Huh. Well, if that's how you want to play it... What's your take on this, Kevin Graham?
Well, by all means.
Dude, game, stop having... Why is this game chugging, dude? Stop it. It's super annoying. I need to figure out this issue and fix it. Me? I thought I'd been kicked out of this conversation. But, well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to Artillery with us. But after all the help Liberals given us, I'd feel kind of bad just snatching it from them without even giving a valid reason. Both arguments have a degree of merit, but neither is clearly more correct. I'm not quite sure how to solve this one. You do know that you're smack dab in the middle of this too, right? Oh, shit. Whoa.
My...
What? What is it? This frame skippage chef is actually not reading my controller inputs either. I need to figure out this issue now.
Why do you both look so surprised?
What do you mean, why?
Did the two of you not hear that?
Hear what?
Wait up. Oh?
Well, active artifact. Get the fuck out of here. Game over. What the fuck is it doing? It's fucking blooming over here. It's the Tesseract, y'all. Wow. What's up, Sprite Limit? Does this look like Mystic Ninja 3 to you, sir?
Oh, no way! That thing wasn't giving off any orbital readings at all anymore. Zero. Zip! Why is it suddenly active again? I believe that settles our dispute. Sure does. So the real artifact was inside, huh? I've never seen one quite like this. It looks like a box of some kind, or a cube, maybe? Well, I'm referring to the Tesseract from the Marvel movies, Frog, which is a blue cube-like object that emanates power. And it actually ended up being an Infinity Stone. But yeah, anyway. Oh. I'd like to thank you two for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the pacts of the church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody of it from here on out. You, and all who aided you, have the Septian Church's deepest appreciation. Alright, argument over, y'all. I'm waiting so I can go back to the menu and, like, mess with graphics and stuff, because this is starting to get real annoying. I feel like I had this issue with the second game and I had to fix it. I just don't remember what it was and how to fix it. I'm going to figure it out, though. Phew. I thought we were never going to escape. Erica sure doesn't know when to quit. That's a kind way of putting it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing right at the end, though. Just as I thought she maxed out her crazy talk to spew, she goes and shouts, "Well, if you're going to be taking that, then I'll be taking her." I thought Annalise was one of a kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition. Annalise? Oh, sorry. She's the girl I met while I was here last time. She's a bracer about your age, I think. Oh. Reese? Is it Rise? Reese? Like, how do I pronounce this? Rice? Rice? Reese? Reese? I'm probably gonna call her Reese. Yes? You're not mad at me, are you? For not keeping in touch with you? Father Graham. Yeah? 5 years is a long time. Just as you have changed and progressed in rank significantly during those years, so have I. The Reese Argent standing before you is a squire of the Gralsritter, not the girl you once knew. I'm here to serve and protect you, nothing more. Come on, Reese! You need not concern yourself with how I feel. If you don't treat me as a subordinate, then there's a little reason for me to be here serving you. Oh, FYI, her name is spelled R-I-E-S. That's why I'm saying Reese. And with that talk out of the way, we need to board the last international liner out of Grancel, don't we? We should start by making our way to the landing port. Wait a sec. Was that your... It was a figment of your imagination. Huh? You seem to be tired, Father Graham. I see no other explanation as to why you're hearing sounds that clearly don't exist in reality. I think you ought to try and have some rest when we reach the airship. As I was saying, I think you ought to try and have some rest. Don't even try to tell me you're that. That one was my imagination. Man, for a second I thought you changed, but you haven't, not one bit. You're still the same perpetually hungry Reese I remember. This is just a simple physiological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. I can only apologize for my own inability. Since when did not being able to turn off your stomach become something you have to apologize for? Besides, I wouldn't have you any other way. You're forever going to be the girl who was always getting caught sneaking into the kitchen and trying to stuff her face to me. I'll be going on ahead. Hey, wait a sec. You're in my way. Please move. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to push my luck. I just got carried away thinking of old times, that's all. You have no reason to apologize. Nor do I see any point in doing so, because there are few things in this world that carry less weight than one of your apologies. Damn, finally biting back, huh? Well, while I've only got a 50-50 chance of you listening to me, can you knock it off with the Father Graham, or even Father for that matter?
For what reason?
I don't know if you're gonna do it. I don't know if you're doing it because you feel you have to, or because you want to act all distant. But there's no way I can get used to it. Like, if ever. Like, ever. It weirds me out. So please? Call me Kevin. It's the same as you always did.
What if I refuse?
Then I'll beg you till you change your mind. I'll get down on my knees if I have to.
You certainly would.
Well, you know what they say. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. I know it's been a while, but I'm way too set in my ways now.
The one left me.
Sorry, didn't quite catch that.
It was nothing. Still, I can't very well refuse an order from my superior, so...
Oh no, you're not playing that game. It's not an order, it's a favor. Very important distinction. Blah.
You're so selfish, Kevin.
There we go, that's what I wanted.
But just so we're clear, even if I change how I address you, the fact that I'm your subordinate hasn't changed in the slightest. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I know. We can talk like we used to, but there's no way to turn back the clock on the way things used to be.
To the way things used to be.
Oh, and one more thing. Still got some time until the last airship leaves. So how about we head over to the department store in the East Block? We could grab you something you can eat.
I like the sound of that. I propose buying all the bread they have left.
I didn't know you were that hungry. Jeez, woman. You could really put it away. All the bread? Goddamn. What am I, made of money? I thought you were joking when you said you were going to buy everything they had left. The girl behind the counter looked like she thought you were freaking nature.
This is just another example of Idios' divine providence. It's better that they're bought by someone who intends to consume them than to have the poor things be thrown away.
Yeah, you're a real bleeding heart. But that much? I hope you're not spending your entire salary on food.
I'll have you know that you have nothing to worry about. There are few people in this world who know how to make better use of sales and special offers than I.
Well, whatever makes you happy. It's not my business how you blow your mirror at the end of the day. Still, while I'll give you that my getup is right up the top of the suspicious charts, I'm pretty sure anyone would be confused if a woman in a sister's habit came wandering into their shop after dark to buy the leftovers.
Oh, stop your grumbling. It's almost time for us to leave. We should make our way over to the landing port. I'm not sure how much longer my stomach can wait.
Yes, ma'am.
Is something...
Sorry, that stomach of yours is gonna have to wait a little longer.
Unforgivable. I don't know who this fiend is, but as long as I don't kill them, I can go as far as I like, right?
I sympathize, but you, might want to calm down a little. Still, whoever they are, they're not very good at tailing people.
Quite. I doubt they have much experience. They do seem to have undergone some degree of training, however.
Yeah. Oh well, sad to say, but we're gonna have to skip today's last airship out of here.
Do you know of a good place to strike?
Oh, I do. I know the perfect place.
The perfect place to strike, he says. Oh boy, the dock area. Here we go.
Can I fucking play the game again? Jesus Christ.
Gilbert.
Ugh, where do they go? I saw them enter this area, I'm sure of it. It was you, huh?
I remember Gilbert, but I'm trying to remember where his place was in the story.
What?
The mighty Blurg.
How did you discover me? My stealth abilities are the height of perfection. You're just like I remember you. Still way too sure of yourself, bro.
Who might he be?
Well, he's technically part of Ouroboros. He's about a low-ranking member as you can get, though.
Okay, so this is... Okay. This is the guy that we fought a few times
in the second game, and he was like the weak ass low underling who was really shitty. I remember him.
Ah, I see. He does look the part.
How dare you? You know I'm very much on the up. And as for you, what do you mean he does look the part?
You couldn't look more like a nobody if you tried. You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into things too big to handle and ends up sabotaging himself without anyone lifting a finger. And you refuse to learn from any of your failures, too. What?
You haven't lost your touch. I'm impressed you how accurately you were able to judge his character after talking to him for like a second.
I didn't even need to talk to him. He oozes irrelevance from his every pore. Wow.
Did you know that you ooze irrelevance? Did you know? You... cocky, aren't you? Well, let's see how long that cockiness lasts. Bah. Oh, shit. Get fucked, homie. Reese ain't playing around. A Templar sword? So that's what you picked, huh?
Just like you chose a bowgun as your weapon of choice, I chose a Templar sword for mine. That's all there is to it.
Gotcha. Impossible! What did you just do? I don't even know how I got hit. It's a weapon used by a Gralsritter called a Templar sword. The blade's made up of multiple pieces held together by wires that let the user extend it at will. Anyway, it's time those lips started flapping, boy. What's a criminal like you doing here in Grand Cell? How much of our business do you know? Huh, why should I have to answer your... Yeet!
You don't know when to give up. Start talking now.
FYI, she's not in a good mood, bro. And, you don't want to make her any madder. It looks like I've got only one option. I'm so sorry, forgive me. I'm only here because I crash landed. I didn't even want to come here. And after I did, I happened to see you two, so I decided to follow you, I swear. Wow, what a little bitch.
Maybe I misjudged him. There might be more to him than meets the eye, like a fucking transformer, in a sense.
That's a nice way of putting it. So go on, keep talking. You said you crash landed here? That means there's an Ouroboros ship somewhere near here that you came on, right? No, there isn't. I did crash land, but it wasn't on board an airship. What? It was on board this! My transformer, more than meets the eye. It's one of these fucking helicopters. What the?
He was an archaism.
Or he has an archaism. Ha ha ha! Not so irrelevant now, am I? Show them what you can do, G Apache. Mow them down. Let the battle begin, my friends. Alright, so let's see how good my girl Reese is. I don't know what I want to do here. It has 12,000 HP. He has 9,700. Guess it doesn't really matter who I go for first. I do have some CP built up to start this off. Maybe try Mortal Punishment.
Let's end this.
Got them both. Hell yeah.
Charge complete.
Charge complete. Oh, okay. Well, that was no bueno. Sorry, I'm having an issue with, like, energy level. I feel like I'm already exhausted from reading. Jesus. They allowed you to load a save from the previous game. Yes, they do, Frog. Yes, they do. I did get to load my save from the first game, or the second game. But I'm having issues with, like, energy level right now. I might need to take, like, a mental break just to try and get my mind right for a minute. It's too early to stop, and I want to make more progress. I'm trying to get to a point where I can stop for a minute, save the game, and fucking mess with the graphics. That's what I want to do. Been reading for 2 hours straight, it feels like. Fuck. Mental breaks are always a good thing. Indeed they are, Morrow. Indeed they are. Alright, now we need to heal.
I'll save you.
This battle got out of hand real fast. Can I actually hit them both? Because that'd be great. Nice. Nice, Eddie. Okay, I don't really like that that thing heals, but I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. Ow. Ow. Oh, this survives. I don't have an all heal group area one, huh? Or do I? I do not. So really need to heal her. Alright. I think I'm just gonna go for an attack on his bitch ass. We're gonna go for Gilbert over here first. Gilbert. Gilbert. Motherfucking Gilbert. Motherfucking Gilbert. Just gotta keep everybody alive. Probably should have healed himself, but that's okay. So sorry. Look at me, please. You're a piece of garbage. Oh God. Fooled ya. Wow. What a fucking move. Wow, it knocked my strength and defense down, unfortunately. Yo, Mono, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. And you're assuming I've seen what movies, Frog? Just because I'm saying Gilbert. What is that from? I'm saying it because... I'll tell you why I'm saying Gilbert. I'm imitating Gilberg. Gilberg. Which is from, like, a wrestler. Basically, it's an imitation of the Goldberg back in the 98 year when back in WCW. But then WWE made fun of him by having their own character called Gilberg. And it was pretty funny. I don't know what I want to do here. I'm about to hit this fool with magic, I think. Shadow Spear the fuck out of him. No way, Jose. Fuck you. How did I miss? I don't know if I missed or she just did 0 damage. It originated from the Revenge of the Nerds with the character named Gilbert. I mean, that's probably true, Frog. I've just never seen the Revenge of the Nerds movies. And I didn't miss. Certainly looked like I missed. I mean, unless I did 0 damage like I just said, which I guess was possible. Kill him! Yeah, that one just did 0. That I actually saw the 0. See ya, motherfucker! Alright, now we can focus on El Helicopter, you know, El Helicopterino over here. I don't know what I want to do. I'm gonna hit this guy with Hellgate, I guess, or Shadow Spear rather. Okay, I'm gonna have her use her attack, I guess. I just don't know what I want to do. So far away, it's kind of annoying, you know? Fuck. I don't know what I want to do. Hit him with the spear again, I guess. Fuck it. Only have him about halfway dead, unfortunately. Mono! Beatbox break, huh? Maybe that'll help me wake up a little bit. Let's do it. Huh. And then, as soon as he did the beatbox break, apparently Nightbot's like, fuck yo symbols. This isn't really good beatbox music, I agree. I'll probably beatbox after the song. What am I gonna do with her? Get him!
Let's go.
Just kill this fucking thing, please. Please! It's almost dead. Just kill it. Just kill it. Thank you.
All right.
I made that battle take way too long. Part of it was because I keep, like, having so much, like, energy level low. Like, I don't know. I need a break. Can we get to a part where I can just save and stop for a minute? No! Curse you! Do you have any idea how much I had to go through to earn that? You really are full of surprises, aren't you? I'm impressed, Reese. You sure know how to get the best out of that thing.
Not at all. I've still got a lot to learn. Especially if I want to be half as good as my sister.
Heh. Still, I'm no different.
Kevin,
Anyway. But I'd wager you're out of tricks now, so you ready to give up and come quietly? If you don't try and cause any more trouble, I'll hand you over to the soldiers here and leave it at that, bro.
You're planning to hand me over to the Royal Army? That's your best option if you really want us to take you back to Arteria instead. That's cool by me, bro. But if you go with that one, I can't guarantee your safety. I'll leave that one to you.
Oh, this again, huh?
Again? What was that? Oh. This thing again? It starts glowing so randomly.
Maybe it's reacting to something.
What is that thing? What are you planning on doing? Nothing to you. Don't worry. Shut up for a sec, you dumbass. What is up with this thing?
Haha. So the time to begin is finally upon us.
Okay. Who the fuck are you? Huh?
What?
When did you...
It's a pleasure to meet you again, Kevin Graham. Traverser of the pathless darkness, repenting of his transgressions with the sin of a stigma forever on his back.
Who the hell are you? Wow! Kevin!
Thus my lord was revived. Come forth, offerings! Come forth, lost lambs! Burn to ashes in the ever-blazing flames! Oh?
Huh? What happened? Why did I...
Oh? What?
Where am I? Hey, Reese. Reese, are you okay? What's going on?
Kevin? Where are we?
Whew, I'm glad you're okay. How you feeling? Any pain?
I feel sick.
You do?
My stomach's going to implode if it doesn't get any food soon. I'm starting on all that food we bought.
Sure, I'd normally be just as down for food as you are, but come on. Is that really what you should be thinking about right now?
There's nothing in this world more fundamental or important or fundamental than eating. But if we must change the subject, I remember a strange man appearing, then that cube glowing white all of a sudden. Then...
Yeah, I don't remember any more than that either. But take a look around us.
We're in the Library of the Ancients, duh. Stone bookcases? Are we inside some kind of ruin? No, wait. What?
Holy moly. Where are we? Hello, random ass space place thing. Oh boy. Well, can't imagine this isn't our first dungeon, although I don't know how battles are going to work, but this is the Hermit's Garden. Okay. Yeah, so much for this being an easy assignment. So much for that shit. You right. Boop, 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 boop. And that's all for the prologue, y'all. Done. We did it. If I leave it on this screen, will it stay? Honestly, I want to get to a spot where I can save it. Well, I think it'll let me save it right now after the prologue, though, right? I think so, yeah. All right, so we have now saved it. I'm happy. Thank you for the victory, Mono. And I'm going to take a quick little break here.